Hello, my name is Johnny. Welcome to another look back 50 years ago this week ending November 15th, 1975. We're looking at look at the songs on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. If you like, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, reply, and hype. We're going to see if what's new this week. Spoiler, there's a few songs I remember and are pretty memorable, unlike some weeks on the new entries. Let's see what we got going on here. We've got new entries with the arrows. This is the position last week, and weeks on the charts. And stars mean like fast movers, significant airplay. Let's see, starting down here. See, there's Fame by David Bowie, a million seller. That's what that dot means. 21 weeks on the charts, coming down from 41 to 97. Usually they drop off, and the beginning of the charts are new songs, but that's got a lot of holding power here. Let's see what else we got. There's John Fogerty coming down, Rockin' All Over the World by John Fogerty, produced by John Fogerty, written by John Fogerty. I think he played all the instruments by John Fogerty of Creedence Clearwater fame. There's a theme from SWAT, Rhythm Heritage. That's a good song. I like that show. Robert Urich was in that, one of the many dozen shows he starred in over his career. There's a memorable one, Evil Woman by Electric Light Orchestra. And that's at, what's that, 87? There's one by David Crosby and Graham Nash. They did several duo albums besides Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Sometimes Young, and then their solo work. There's Fleetwood Mac with Over My Head. 79 is going to be a start of a big Hot 100 comeback for Fleetwood Mac over the next years. Allman Brothers Band there at 78. There's David Ruffin at 77. Let's move on to the second column. Still a lot of new entries coming up. There's Rod Stewart's Sailing at 67, 5 weeks on the chart. B.J. Thomas there at 64. Tony Orlando and Dawn at 59. And then there's the Isley Brothers, Paul Anka and Kiss, all in a row with new ones. Rock and Roll All Night, live version. Alice Cooper, Welcome by Nightmare. Diana Ross, Theme from Mahogany. It's the Ohio Players at 51. And then I Write the Songs by Barry Manilow. The Whole World Sings. Ron Dante with Barry Manilow. When I think of Barry, I think of that one as a signature song. Maybe. And we've got Fox on the Run by The Sweet, written by The Sweet, produced by The Sweet. 47, they're on Capitol Records. And then there's David Geddes with look at that, jumping onto the chart at 44, almost right into the top 40. Last game of the season. There's Sweet Ballroom Blitz, still at 43 for 2 weeks. So look at that. They got a brand new one there and 23 weeks on here. So they figured, well, it's time to release a follow-up. And they're going to have another hit here. That was still the Chapman Chin. And the other, they had a little switch over where they were doing most of their own stuff then with Fox on the Run. There's Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen, coming down from 23 to 42. You by George Harrison at number 39. Let's move over to the first column. There's Freddie Fender at 32. Frankie Valli with Our Day Will Come. And we got the Four Seasons higher up. There's Saturday Night by Bay City Rollers. It's Willie Nelson. There's Neil Sedaka. Pete Wingfield with a Bullet, getting closer to that 18. It's at 23 this week, 13 weeks on the chart. Staple Singers there. Simon and Garfunkel with My Little Town at 19. It's a good song. Fly Robin Fly, Silver Connection. There's ABBA, Staying Put at 15 for another week. SOS. It's Bee Gees, Climbing Up, Nights on Broadway. Sky High by Jigsaw. There's Calypso, I'm Sorry, John Denver coming down from 3 to 12. There's The Spinners. There's Lowrider by War at 10. Got Captain and Tennille at 9. The Way I Want to Touch You. Feelings at number 8. Natalie Cole at 7. It's The Way I Like It. Casey and the Sunshine Band. In 4 weeks, they're at number 6. There's Linda Ronstadt at 5. Miracles. It was 5, now 4. By Jefferson Starship. Marty Balin singing. Writer. Four Seasons. Look at that. Moving from 4 to 3. Who Loves You? Lion Eyes. Another week at number 2 for the Eagles. And another week at number 1 for Elton John. Only 6 weeks on the charts. And it's already at 2 weeks at number 1. And that's for the week ending November 15th, 1975. And we've got Bob Dylan, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and Taras coming up for next week. If you are so inclined, you could leave a super thanks. Much appreciated if you do. Back with another look back 50 years ago. Next week, let's see what's coming up.